Hi, I'm Chef Rhea and this is how to cook like a Bajan. Now you know once you see the gloves come out, that we're in for a rough ride, a fun ride. We're in for a fun ride today, yeah? Laid out before us is our experiment. I need a very thin pointer. Experiment number 1, pressure cooker sauce. Experiment number 2, sous vide sauce. Experiment number 3, slow cooker sauce. Let's get to it. Okay, so here we have the pig in all its glory. We've got the ears. We've got the snout. As the old people say, we got half a pig face. We have the tongue. This is for everybody at home who's never seen the sauce outside of a bowl, yeah? And we have the trotters. Look at that. Whoops. Slippery. Look at them. This is going to be delicious. I already know. Set up our experiment. Pressure cooker. So, first up, let's get some meat in there. When we make sauce or any other dish that uses offal or offcuts, we are employing the principle of tit-to-tail butchery, which encourages us to use up the entire animal. And it's far more sustainable than simply killing an animal and only eating prime cuts like chops and loins, right? And roast and rumps. Everything. You're using everything. And that is a very sustainable principle, which we've lived by for probably centuries. So, in with your onions, marjoram, thyme, a little salt, a little pepper, our insignia pressure cooker. It's very easy to use. Put our cover on. I like the little sound it makes. Lock it. This is meat, so meat button. I want to change the time to 45 minutes as per our whiteboard. So I press that and I adjust up to 45 and away she goes. First experiment is working. Now, the sous vide is a French method of cooking which cooks small packages of food in temperature controlled water. This is a sous vide machine. And it's really simple to set up. So here I have my Ziploc bag. Same ingredients as in here: water, salt, thyme, marjoram, salt and pepper. Push all the air out, just like so. Lock it. See? It's air's out, locked in. Pop that in the water. And there we go. Now, I have adjusted the temperature up to 40 and the time we're gonna set for 60 minutes at a time because it won't let me go over that. So let's put the time in. There we go. Yes. And then we can check it and make readjustments. So I'm gonna go for 60. But it's probably gonna go for a good 4 hours. So we'll go 60 at a time. Perfect. So as you can see, the sous vide makes the water circulate. There's a low blade in the bottom and it also reads the temperature. So it will bring this water up to the perfect temperature, which for us is 140, and it's gonna leave it there. The slow cooker is the easiest one of all. You either put it to high or you put it to low and you just let it go. So while this is going on, what do you think we should do next? Black pudding. I've got a surprise for you guys.
Come home to the place you love. It's sights, the sounds, the feelings. Come home to the taste you love. So bring home the flavor. Bring home the ham with Farmer's Choice. Bring home the flavor. Bring home the ham with Farmer's Choice.
Over here, we are going to be making Bajan black pudding. Guess what we have in studio? Well, you know what? Don't guess. We're gonna work our way up to it. So we're starting with our grated sweet potato. Okay? Seems pretty innocent so far. A little salt, a little pepper, some Bajan seasoning. We made this on camera before. So it's got in chives, it's got in marjoram, it's got in thyme, a little vinegar. So innocent and nice. Let's get that in. Gonna sprinkle in some sugar. So I only had big cloves, normal cloves, whole cloves. So I put some in my grinder and ground them up. It's gonna be far stronger than just regular ground clove, right? It's gonna give you a very pungent aroma. So just work it in there. It already smells exciting. I'm excited, and we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. Okay, so going in with our spread, a little bit of this, yes sirree, and we're mixing. Now, technically, it's not really called pudding, is it? It's called black pudding. And do you know what makes the black pudding black? Well, blood, essentially pig's blood. It creates that color from cooking it. And luckily for everybody in studio today, we have some. So we called the butcher nice and early and ordered not just our pig's blood for our blood pudding, but the belly to put it in. So we're doing classic black pudding. And here we have already mixed. So this mixture is half blood, half water. So you strain the blood, you get say half cup, and then half cup of water to match. In we go. So if you've never seen it before, you're gonna see it today. Mix in. Now we need a fairly loose consistency because we need to be able to pour this into our belly. So it can't be too stiff. Aren't you glad you tuned in today? A little bit more of that. So you can smell all the spices and the aroma. Now, you might be wondering, where did that mysterious belly go? I've got all my tools. Gonna continue with our little experiment. So this is the pork belly. It is currently in soapy water. So the first thing you do is clean it. You have to turn it inside out, however, in order to do so. So this is what I do. This is the end of the tube. Stick the spoon in. Spoon is coming in really handy today, actually. And you feed it onto the back of the spoon until it comes out at the other end. Now it's a little slippery, so have to work it a little bit. Push from the bottom. Oops. So troublesome, but it's worth it in the end. Aha, there we have it. Now keep hold of that part. Push from the bottom. Okay, so keep a firm hold of this end and remove it from the spoon. Gentle. No sudden movements, right? And then you pull it out. So now it's inside out, like your pajamas. Okay, soapy water. We're gonna have to repeat this process. So if it was fun the first time, it'll be twice as much fun the second time. So here we go. I mean, it's not complicated. It's just a little technical, right? And isn't it fun doing something like strange and different? So there we have it, soapy water. Okay, I'm just gonna grab some fresh water. And we're gonna rinse it out now. Isn't this the most fun day ever? Look at that. Okay, so it's all nice and clean now. It's been soap, it's been water, now it's all fresh. And now, sadly for me, I have to thread it all the way back through the way it came. And it's even slippery. It's even more slippery now on this side. So, gonna be very careful. Gonna insert, again, it's a tube, the intestine. All right. Gonna put one finger in there, stop it from moving about. I'm going to put my spoon there to catch it. Then I'm gonna push it. Whoops. See, I had it just now, and now I don't. So slippery. Right. Yeah. Caught it, turn it. Aha. Slippery, slippery, slippery. Can you imagine doing this every Saturday for like lines and lines and lines of people? So we're basically just turning it back the way we got it before we washed it. And there we are. And there we go again. So now it's back to the way it was when we first got it, but now it's clean. And into some lime and salt it goes. And it stays in there for about an hour or so before you use it. So this one has been soaking. Look at that. See, it looks different. This one is all red and pink. This one's all white because it's been sitting in the lime and salt. Okay, so we can put this aside for now. I'm gonna grab some string. It's about to get fairly messy in here. I'm gonna tie the bottom of my belly. Nice and tight. One more time. And a third time for luck. It's like making sausages essentially. Well, it is a sausage, but instead of having meat in the middle, it has sweet potato in the middle. So that's it. So that's one end of the sausage. Hopefully we haven't made any holes at the other end of our sausage. I'm gonna put, oops, it's so slippery, it's distracting. Funnel back inside. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna secure it on so that there's no trouble from this one. So I'm gonna fill my cup with, I actually think it could be a bit runnier, so I'm gonna add a little bit more so I can fill up easily. Oops, very messy, eh? Good. So now I hold this in one hand and I pour this in the other hand. in it goes. Gonna use my spoon again. Perfect. Ah, now we're getting some rhythm. There we go. Careful not to get any air into our sausage. So we're getting some filling in there. Good. Wonderful. And there's our first sausage. Let's put that to the end where the first set. See, so you got a nice fat sausage just like you see in the butcher shop. I'm gonna tie it here. I'm gonna tie it twice. And I'm going to tie it one more time for luck. I think this is gonna take a while.
Have you seen how to cook like a Bajan? It was filmed right here in this beautiful kitchen provided by Fiber Paul.
This kitchen features our custom-made CNC machined frameless cabinetry, fabricated with melamine engineered wood with soft close hinges and draw slides. Under the sink, we use PVC to protect it against moisture.
To cap it all off, the kitchen is finished with an absolutely gorgeous white quartz engineered countertop. And this sleek finish is guaranteed to make cooking even more enjoyable.
Give us a call today to get your free consultation.
I acquired this recipe straight from the source being the ancestors, aka my mother. And I'm going into my not boiling water, just simmering. Let's get those bad boys in there. Gentle, very gently, all the way around. Yes, yes, yes. I'm just gonna leave the top off. I won't close it. Just leave it there. Alrighty, time to check on our experiment. Well, we can't go in the pressure cooker, obviously, but we can actually see exactly what's going on in our sous vide. Note that instead of being clear, the liquid is now a kind of dark brown color. And I'm gonna take a quick smell. Ah, already the texture is starting to change and you're getting the aromatics coming out the bag. So of course I have to make sure that I seal it back with no air. Put it in. And we're gonna make some pickle. So we already made our black pudding. So of course now we need to make some pickle. Quickly take off some of the skin, but not all. Some of my skin, but not all. Right. Get my bowl. Quick grater. Gonna get the whole thing in there. Oops. Do not grate your fingers. We have enough blood in this dish. See how easy that was? Spectacular. Now I'm gonna get both types of pepper in here. Sweet pepper and hot pepper. Please do not touch your eyes after you've been cutting up Scotch bonnet. If you think that you're in danger of touching it, you can just avoid touching it. And you're gonna give it a pretty nice, a mince, not even a chop, not even a fine chop. You're gonna give it a mince. Salsa is pretty reminiscent of dishes like haggis, which is very popular in Scotland. And we may well simply have substituted local ingredients like sweet potato for things like oats and wheat that you would find in haggis, different types of cereal that you would find in haggis and other sausages. See? Teeny tiny mince. In it goes. And I didn't touch it. And I don't plan to, because, you know, I like myself, so. Right. Into the sink. Very quickly, some pretty red pepper so I can get some color contrast in my cucumbers. A little salt, a little pepper. Mix it up. Yeah. And I also like to add a little onion, okay? Real quick. Last piece of brown. Oh. And that's our final ingredient for our sauce. In fact, my timer tells me that it's time to start opening some of these experiments and see what we have. Grab this one. Not quite ready. We'll leave that one for a bit. No, we had another one in there and I managed to burst it. Disappointing. However, not all of them did that happen to. So I have my finished blood pudding. Oh, look at that. Feels so accomplished. Did you see what I did today? Were you impressed of my accomplishments? So let's put this here. So everybody's gonna get a little bit of blood pudding. Put this one here and two of these over here. And let's get our pickle. So I've got some steamed breadfruit, some blood pudding, some pickle on top, and look at that. 3 finished experiments. 1. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to eat 3 different sets of sauce, all by myself. So here's the thing. This is the sauce we did in the sous vide. This is the sauce we did in the pressure cooker. And this is the sauce we did in the slow cooker. The question is there a difference? So I'm going to start from over here. First up, let's dig in. And some pig's ear. Lucky. It's kind of firm. It's kind of more firm than the texture I'm accustomed to with sauce. But it tastes good. And you can hear all this crunching. Okay. Now for pressure cooker sauce. Well, I mean, most people have it this way, I'm assuming. And we got some tongue this time. Let's see. Fairly classic. Tastes a lot like the sauce I ate on my sauce expedition. Got a little breadfruit too. Pickle has good acidity and heat. This tastes very much like traditional sauce, and the texture is recognizable, so it's very standard sauce. It's good though. Now for the slow cooker sauce. Let's see what we can find. Ooh, a trotter. We haven't had one of those yet. Let's get a trotter. trotter with the bones and everything in. Yep. Foot. That's what we're gonna get. Yes. Alright, boys and girls, we have a winner. Slow cooker sauce. Now that's interesting. It's gooey, just like the pressure cooker sauce, but it is sweet. It's like almost extra gooey, and the flavor is like, it melts in your mouth. So the chewy bits are still chewy, but like the cartilage and the fatty bits are like, our experiment worked. We found a better way to make our sauce. Well, you try it, you tell me what you think. It's for, but hold tight. Hold tight. We haven't tried the most important part yet. There it is. I'm going in. I made that. Tastes like my grandmother made it. It's aromatic. It's got like a firm texture, and then it's chewy because of the belly. Like I'm still chewing, which I don't get with normal pudding. I like experiments. We need to do another one. I'll tell you what I noticed. This one has all the qualities I want in my sauce. This one tastes like regular sauce. This one has extra flavor from being in the sous vide, but the texture is not quite what you want for your sauce. It's not perfect. It's a little crunchier than you expect it to be. So you can give it a try if you like. I'm a little thirsty, so since I was experimenting with food, I thought I would experiment with a drink too.
Hi, my name is Rhea Cox and I'm from Mount Gay Distilleries Limited. Now today we are doing a cocktail called the Coconut Shandy, made with Mount Gay silver. As you'd realize, the label has changed. It's slightly different. Yeah, it's definitely different. But don't mind the label, the blend itself has been enriched. So it's not the old silver that you know, but something brand new. What we've done is we've aged our double distillate for a period of time. They won't tell me, so a little above my pay grade. And then we blend that with our single distilled alcohol to give something very complex and rich in character. So let's do it. Yes, the Coconut Shandy. So what is a shandy? The shandy is a cocktail made with beer and pretty much lemonade. I say lemonade, but here in Barbados our cocktails are made, well sorry, our lemonade is made with lime. So it can be lime based or it can be lemon based. Today we're using limes. So my cocktail calls for a ½ ounce of lime. Useless information. The average lime contains roughly 1 ounce of juice. So if I have half a lime, ½ ounce of juice. So ½ ounce of juice. And that's the wonderful and highly aromatic silver. Now I'm going to do 1 ounce. Then some simple syrup. Sour needs sweet, you know, balance. One full ounce. And then some coconut essence, 1 bar spoon. All right, time to shake things up. Now the coconut shandy will pair perfectly with the pudding sauce that Rhea made. As you know, sauce is going to have your pickle, lime, cucumber, hot sauce, lots of salt. And these flavors should pair perfectly. She's finished. Now I'm going to fill my cup with ice, half fill it. Where have I got this? And now to top it off with what makes it the Shandy, a bear. A garnish. And I believe that a nice lime wheel should bring out the aesthetics of this cocktail and give it a nice aroma, some nice lime zest. And there you have it, the coconut Shandy.
At Dwellings, we believe that home means happy. That your home is a place where you do what you love, with the things that you love, and the people who you love. That's why our selection of housewares and fine furnishings is designed to inspire your dream home. Dwellings, we make your home happy.